But what they are is a no-bake energy bite. Okay, it's like, and it's also like it's a protein energy bite, and they are no bake. They're very easy to make. They're only about an inch in diameter. They're rolled and they're just little balls. This is my last one, and I just had half of one. I'm like, well, it's kind of late. It's almost 10:30 at night. I wasn't planning on doing this, but why not give a shot and make some and show you guys how to do it, because they're really good for kids. I mean, honestly, if you got tweens and teens that are running out the house in the morning, school's getting ready to start, these are perfect to make, and they last, I'd say, like 4 to 5 days in your refrigerator. They grab a few, run out the door to school to catch the bus, or maybe they drive, or you have littles, and maybe you do have little containers with lids, and you want them in their lunch to keep their little energy going, or maybe they're in sports like football and soccer and all that, and you want to make sure they have that little protein energy bite, and that's something healthy. Basically, I mean, it's just very, very easy to make. Now, right now, I have a sheet over here. This is coconut. Coconut can be omitted if you don't like it. Sweetened or unsweetened, doesn't matter. I'm going to actually toast this. You can toast it in a frying pan or in the oven. I'm going to stick this in the oven. But basically, this is very easy to make. I mean, you probably have most of the stuff in your pantry. It is 1 cup of oats, okay? And these are the quick oats, that's fine. Then you want to do 2/3 of toasted, shredded coconut, okay? And that's going to go in the oven. My oven's set. My husband's probably like, woman, go to bed. I took a long nap today. I'll explain that in a second. Then you want to use some flaxseed meal, okay? Now, if you have just flaxseed, now I use regular flaxseed for my smoothies, okay? If you only have this, you can actually blend it down in a food processor or in certain types of blenders. Just remember, don't because you can actually grind down flax seeds into a nice powder or meal, whatever you want to call it. And just make sure when you do it, you don't over blend it or, have it in your food processor too long, okay? So it's going to be, let me restart that. 1 cup of the oats, okay? 2/3 cup of some shredded coconut. If you don't like coconut, just get rid of that. And then you're going to have a 1/2 cup of the ground flaxseed, okay? And then you're going to have a 1/2 cup of some type of peanut butter or any type of nut butter. You can use almond, you can use cashew, whatever it is that you actually like or you and your family like, okay? Then you want to use a 1/2 cup. Now, I get these, I've gotten them in health food stores, and I've gotten them on Amazon. These are really tiny, trying to see if they're very small, dark chocolate, it's like a semi-sweet, but they're dark. The darker the chocolate, the better, because there's more health benefits from it. And what you want is a 1/2 cup of the chocolate chips, okay, the minis preferably, or you could chop some chocolate down. The darker the chocolate, the better, just saying, okay? Then you want a 1/3 of raw honey. I didn't get raw, I didn't get the pure, but you can use any type of honey, but some type of honey, okay? And that's your sweetener. Okay, and then you want, you could add a tablespoon of chia seeds. That's completely optional, okay? And then just a teaspoon of vanilla. All of it gets mixed right into a bowl. You just put it all into a bowl, and you're gonna mix it all up, and then you're gonna cover it with some saran wrap, and you're gonna put it in the fridge for like, at the minimum, 1 to 2 hours. You want it cold before you roll it into balls, like 1-inch balls. Now for me, I'm gonna make it and cover it and put it in the fridge, and tomorrow I will actually pull it out, roll it up, and let you guys see it. Very easy to make, and these are great. I mean, when you're looking at those kids that are running out in the field, or they're gathering all their gear, these are great sources. You know, you give them a handful of these things, and it's a good energy source. You know, you're giving them something with protein in it, and there's a lot of wonderful benefits you can get from these ingredients. You can alternate as well. Now, one thing I will do, you'll see tomorrow, I even chopped right here, if you can see. This is a mixture, and what I did, I put them in a baggie. And I never buy huge bags of nuts. I always get these little small ones because it's cheaper. Because I don't always usually use them, except like the holidays I might use more. It's a little bit of walnut and a little bit of pecans. I put them in a baggie, took my rolling pin to the baggie, and I just made them really small. Because what I'm gonna do is once I roll up my protein balls, I'm gonna drop them into the cup and just not overdo it, just coat them a little bit for a little extra protein. But yeah, I mean, you can omit any of the ingredients, change it up. Again, if you don't like peanut butter, you can use an almond butter. I love almond butter. I'm very picky. Like I'm gonna have to do a whole video just on the different types of almond butter, because oops, I almost lost all the nuts. There's so many types, and some have like this layer of oil on top, which is really gross. It just grosses me out. I usually am pouring it out. I like it thick. I don't like creamy almond butter. I love almond butter, and that's what I use. I use almond butter and my flaxseed with frozen blueberries, raspberries, whatever, for my smoothies with some yogurt. But yeah, this is probably my favorite, because it's just, you still stir it around, just, you know, but it doesn't have that like inch of like oil base on top. Ugh, grosses me out. I'm gonna have to do a video on that. But again, these are very easy. All the ingredients, one bowl, mix it up, cover it in the fridge for at least an hour to 2 before you roll them into balls. And about an inch, you know, or a little smaller, depending on the size of your family. If you've got to make it extra, go for it. And then you want that good 1 to 2 hours just to get it really cold, and then roll them out. If you choose then to put them in a cup, just to get a little extra nut on top of it to get that protein kick, you know, go for it. That's optional. You know, just like the chia seeds, you know, you can add other things to this. You can get creative, especially if you're looking to make like something that's definitely got a healthier side to it. Your coconut flakes, sweetened, unsweetened, go for unsweetened. Sugar-free peanut butters, or just, you know, pure peanut butter, or whatever but nut butter you choose. But you can really make a nice energy source for yourself, for your kids. And again, you can freeze these, by the way, for up to 3 months. And I would say in the fridge, once you make them, I'd say you know, as long as they're getting eaten within like a good 4 to 5 day period, you're cool. You're good. So they'll last pretty good in the fridge for a while. And these are something these are great for breakfast. If you're on a run all the time in your household, school's starting in a lot of places. Some of you started, some of you haven't. So really, you know, hand them a banana, maybe hand them a banana and a few of these. Okay, I've got almost everything mixed together. I thought one more, but I wanted to show you how beautiful the coconut toasted. It literally was like, I think I had the oven like on 350, and it was probably within like 5 minutes, but boy, did it smell good, and it tastes really good. I am crunching it down a little bit. That's up to you if you want bigger pieces of the coconut, or, you know, a little bit smaller. But oh boy, does it taste good. So in here, I got all my other ingredients. Again, it's very easy. Remember, this is a no bake. It's 1 cup of old-fashioned oats, 2/3 cup of toasted and shredded coconut, which we can now put in. Oops, I was gonna try and save myself a little bit, just to eat on. Let's see, 1/2 cup of peanut butter, or any type of nut butter you want. 1/2 cup of ground flaxseed or flaxseed meal. 1/2 cup of, the darker the chocolate the better, but some type of mini chocolate chip or shaved chocolate. Chop it up yourself. So you want about 1/2 cup of those, and then you want 1/3 cup of honey. You can use raw honey, regular. That's going to be your sweetener. There's no sugars put in this. No refined sugars. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, that's completely optional. A teaspoon of vanilla to just add a little extra flavor. And again, the other thing that's optional is rolling it in any type of crushed nuts such as pecans or walnuts or even peanuts for that matter. That's also optional. All right, so I'm gonna mix this up. Put this in my sink. My sink I just cleaned. I hate dirty sinks. So I'm just gonna mix it up, cover it up, and it's gonna go in the fridge tomorrow. Just so you can see what it's like all mixed up. I did add some extra peanut butter in there just so it wasn't like in a dry state. But it's like mouthgasm. It's so good. It's so good. But I thought, you know what? I bought something that I had gotten a dark chocolate almond butter. And I was going to try to incorporate it within some of my smoothies that I make, which I need to do a video on. But regardless, it's very gritty. That's one thing you can find with certain things. But I'm like, what can I do with this? This would be insane in here. So if you have any dark chocolate almond butters or any other nut butters, it's definitely something you would want to try. I just tried a little bit. Let me show you on my spoon. It's very thick. That's one thing. That's the other thing, the consistency. But in here, it would be amazing. I'm just gonna try a little bit of it. So you see. So you could definitely, you can get creative. I mean, it doesn't have to be peanut butter. You can use any type of butter that you have. Oh boy, is that good. That is so good. I don't know if you have that where you live. Or you can look up dark chocolate almond butter, like on Amazon. Really good. So that's definitely an option. All right. Night night. All right, it's morning and it's time. I have a piece of parchment here. I had folded this up. That's why you can see little wrinkles in it because I never used it. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to either use my hands or a small scoop. And I'm just gonna put them on the parchment for now. I do have a container for them, but let me see. It smells really good. Oh wow, yeah, it smells really good. And once I have them all out on the parchment paper, they'll get a little tacky, and I'm just gonna dump them in the nut mixture, and from there, just into the bowl, and then boom, into the fridge. All right, let me get started. All right, I am done. Oh my gosh, and I've already had 2. I can't even lie, they are so good. What I did, I alternated the nut mixture. You'll see here, if I go down, you can see the chocolate chips. All you smell is the peanut butter and the almond butter. Hi! One of my kids just yelled at me, hello. One of my fur kids. They are so good. You could also put little extra mini chocolate chips on it if you'd like. I just thought the nuts would be a better, healthier option. But they are ready. I let them get a little tacky to be able to hold this, and now I'm gonna put them in a container. Again, just a small container or a baggie, or even little cups with lids. Perfect for kids, yourself, for lunch. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I really, even just give me a thumbs up and a subscribe to the channel. You will really enjoy these, and so will your family and kids. I can guarantee it. These are great protein energy bites, and easy recipe. 20 minutes is all you really need to prepare them. You can need a good hour and a half, an hour to 2 hours of getting them cold and rolling them up. And then you just remember they store for about, like, say 3 to 4 days in the fridge. And I'm going to tell you, they are very addicting. So to get your energy source and proteins and omega-3s, these are definitely going to do it because they're very good. And then you can freeze these. You could pre-make these and freeze them for up to 3 months. Okay? All right. Thanks again, and give it a like and a thumbs up and subscribe. Take care. Have a great week.